It's France versus Argentina in the final. Who will win and take the trophy home? Hello and welcome to Truly Football. I'm your host Sami Tariq, and I'm joined today by Abaan Fida.
Thank you.
And we're going to discuss the World Cup finals. First up, let's discuss the lineups for both teams. I think France, on paper, has better players, and Argentina has a legend in the team.
Absolutely. It's going to be Messi versus France, isn't it? It's going to be Messi versus the oppositions all tournament long, and I think that will continue to be the case. And I think France's only concern with this Argentina side is Messi. It's Messi's last chance to lift the World Cup, to end the GOAT debate. And is it his year? I think we'll have to wait and watch.
We'll have to see. Considering that Kylian Mbappe is a player that we've talked about in detail, and I think he is someone who can literally win the match for France like he did in the last World Cup against Argentina. Do you think Scaloni will have a plan in place for Kylian Mbappe, or do you think that it would be wrong to just plan for one particular player, and they should just plan for the whole team and focus on this match as just another match?
I think they should focus on this match. I think it's not only Kylian Mbappe. I mean, France had a world-class attack. Even if you ignore Kylian Mbappe, I think
Giroud is in top form.
I think one of the best players France has had this tournament is Antoine Griezmann.
True.
I think he's been massively underrated. He's putting performance after performance. His work rate is insane. He's everywhere on the pitch. He helps out so much in defense. His tackling, the way he presses forward. Griezmann is certainly a player to look out for. And he has, 4 goal moments, I think. So he's a player to look out for.
He is creating chances in every matches, and I personally think that Griezmann has had one of the best tournaments of his life so far.
Absolutely. Even better than Euro 2016.
Exactly. And the influence he has had on the team, on the attack, it has taken pressure off of other players like Kylian Mbappe and Giroud to create those chances. One-two that Mbappe used to do with Benzema.
Absolutely. Griezmann is a player who's evolved so much for France. In the start, he used to play this winger type role. Then he evolved to like a second striker. He's also played striker up front, and now even the number 10. And now he's even become sort of a midfielder. So he's a very versatile player, and we've seen that this tournament. He's such an exceptional player.
So in the final, 2 very good keepers are playing. Emi Martinez, he has a wonderful record. He has played in many teams who are fighting relegation battles. I think
he plays mind games with the forward. Yeah. He likes to do that.
I think playing in such teams has built up his confidence and made him the man he is today.
Yes, absolutely.
I think he's ready for the big stage in a World Cup final. And Hugo Lloris, he is no stranger to these matches. He has played for France in a World Cup final before.
Yes, he is the captain, he's the leader of the squad. And Lloris had a very good game against Morocco. I think he was single-handedly saving France towards the end of the game. So I think if it comes to that, the match could go to penalties, and I think that's where both the keepers will come in. Emi Martinez with his mind games and Hugo Lloris with his experience. So I think that's one thing to look out for as well.
I think considering France's attack, I think Martinez will have to play the game of his life in the final, because a lot of Argentina's chances will be dependent on the shift that he puts in.
I think Molina will have to play the game of his life. He's going to be against Kylian Mbappe. So I think that's something that Argentina need to plan towards, especially because on the right-hand side we have Otamendi, and Otamendi is not really a player who is particularly fast. So I think that's something that Argentina should look out for.
And while talking about the World Cup final between France and Argentina, we cannot not talk about Lionel Messi.
Absolutely. It's the game of his life.
This is what his whole career has come down to.
It's the perfect setup for him. He's done so much in his entire career, but the one thing that was missing
was the
World Cup. And now he has that chance again. He had that in 2014, but he has that chance again to put everything to bed, all the debates, and he will be the greatest player in football history if he wins this one.
I think the world would erupt if Argentina wins, and Messi would, without any shadow of doubt, become the greatest player in the history of football. He would have done it all. He would have completed football.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think a player of his stature deserves that sort of send out. And if I was in that position, and if I won the final, if I'm Lionel Messi and I won the final, I would just retire and go home with my beautiful wife and my kids and just enjoy it because I've completed football.
Absolutely. And I think that's what the Argentinian players will do as well. I think they will be looking forward to giving Messi that final send out,
They have this like extra motivation.
Yes, absolutely. Because they can...
It's a World Cup within a World Cup.
At least 2 generations of Argentinians are looking forward to this. They've grown up, they have watched Lionel Messi while growing up, and this is his chance. And I think he will be performing well. He will give his absolute best, and he will do things that only Messi can do. And I think we'll see that throughout the final.
And I think Diego Armando Maradona will be up in the heavens looking out for Argentina. And Messi, I think he should play in the way that he has played throughout the tournament, not let this game get to his head, not let it affect his output.
Absolutely.
He should be making those runs and making those assists, taking on players like he did against Croatia, Guardiola. And best of luck to Lionel Messi for the final.
But I still think France will.
Yeah, I was going to come to that now. Which team is Abaan picking for the win?
It's France. As much as I want Messi to win the World Cup and, compete football, but let's come to reality. I think France will win the final and become champions for
a second time
in a row.
If you want to ask me, well, I'm representing France colors, and I also think that France will win the match. I would love for Messi to love the World Cup, but I think this French team is just brilliant. I think it's too much for Argentina to handle.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think Deschamps will be in it to win it. He will get the best out of his players. I mean, if you look at the French team, if the first team is not playing, and the second team, if you look at the second team, they're good enough to beat any team in a given match.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you take their third team, they're still good enough to win any match. I mean, this is unbelievable, unheard of squad depth. And I think French team...
It's the golden era.
Is it like the prime?
I think it'll be absolutely justified because squad depth they have is ridiculous.
Well, good luck again to Lionel Messi because Argentina are going to need it.
Have to do a lot to make the World Cup.
Yeah, and so you got our predictions. It's France from us. Let us know who you are picking to win in the comments section. Like our videos. Give us a subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can keep getting our notifications. We'll catch you in the next video.